Alright everyone, so I have been playing the hardcore mode all week long, and let me tell you, I have not enjoyed it. I have not enjoyed it, let's say that. So I posted a video on Tuesday. You guys saw when the Celestial Sunrise event went live, and I had one win that day. That was the first day that the event went live, and then I said that I would try by the end of the week to get you guys another video of possibly a win on this hardcore mode before the week ended off. And we still have another week with the event, but I'm actually not going to be playing this event mode any longer. I'm super glad I finally managed to get one win. Yes, I finally did it. I managed to get one win on this mode. So excited because now I can finally stop playing this game mode. I do not enjoy it. If you could not tell, I do not enjoy it. This game mode wasn't for me. It basically was what it says it was. It was a hardcore game mode, and I just did not enjoy it because for me, like I mentioned a million times before, I don't want to sweat. I don't want to be that sweaty player who's sweating to try to get the most damage and the most kills and all this stuff. That's why I'm in the lobbies that I'm in, because I don't want to do that. So I get these weird lobbies, and they are very weird. I will say that they are very weird, but my experience with this event overall has not been one that I've been like enjoying, or been one that I've just been like I really haven't liked it. So that was my overall opinion on it. I mean, feel free to definitely let me know what you feel about this game mode. If you enjoy it, if you don't enjoy it, whatever you're thinking, because for me personally, it just wasn't for me. Basically, it just kind of reminded me of what I slightly could remember of the first few seasons of Apex, but except with people who knew what they were doing, basically. Because for those of you who weren't around and didn't know or were not aware, the first few seasons of Apex were actually like the hardcore mode. We only had white armors, if we had any armor at all. We actually dropped, I believe we dropped without armor and without helmets, and you had to actually find the armor and the helmet. And we didn't have anything but white armors at the time. So obviously, yeah, if you didn't find a helmet, you didn't have a helmet. And you only had white armor. It never leveled up. There was no Evo armor, no Evo shields or anything like that back then. It was just a simple game mode, and that's probably why my KD reflected on that at the time, because I had no idea what I was doing back then, but it definitely was a bit difficult, of course, to get used to. And that's kind of what this reminded me of. I don't have very much memory of the first few seasons of Apex, but I imagine it went something like this. Except probably not as sweaty, because everybody was still learning the game. But yeah, it was pretty difficult, and I just didn't enjoy it. I liked all the additions that they added to the game. I liked the Evo armor. I don't know, I thought it was way better. I liked the addition of better helmets and being able to level up your armor and just all kinds of better things that they added to the game, and dropping now with armor and stuff. Being able to drop now with a whole bunch of different things that we weren't able to drop with before. And honestly, I heard rumors we're going to drop with weapons next, and I wouldn't be surprised if that actually did happen, because I don't know, it just seems like it should be a thing whenever you're literally going to loot around a whole entire building and you find nothing but a grenade and maybe one syringe, and then a team rolls in on you with freaking R301s and flatlines decked out to the nines, and I'm like, where did you get this stuff? Because I didn't find anything in this whole entire building that I was in. So it was just not for me. My whole experience this week has been pretty weird, because I've tried a few strats to try to actually somewhat be decent at this game mode. I've seen a lot of people play Vantage because a lot of snipers have been used, so I thought I'll be Rampart. Maybe I can do the Sheila thing, and maybe that'll help me out. People are playing Vantage for the sniper and using snipers, and I'm getting sniped across the map with snipers and everything, so maybe I should use Rampart I think I tried some Vantage as well, didn't do well with Vantage. I tried some Rampart, didn't do too well with Rampart either. So I eventually just decided to go back to Ashe, because originally I only wanted to play this game mode with Ashe anyway, because I wanted to show you guys the new skin that came from this limited time mode anyway, from the event. And that's the only one I got, was the Ashe skin. So I was definitely wanting to just stick to her anyway. Plus, I kind of missed playing Ashe. I've been playing a lot of a lot of Loba lately, because obviously Loba's the only one I have the heirloom for. So, kind of missed my previous main. That wasn't my main, because Loba was my main, and then I went to Ashe, and then I went back to Loba because of the heirloom. Basically, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed getting to play Ashe again. It was fun. But I wasn't okay with the game mode. I wasn't happy about it. So what you're going to see is a bunch of clips, basically, because that's all I was able to get. I was able to get a bunch of clips this week, but nothing else other than clips, because it was just so hard. We would literally land in, like, there was 2 different scenarios. We would land in one spot, which would be super hot, and we would have to survive all of that, and if we did, then here came the third party afterwards to kill us. We were already low health anyway. Or we landed hot and died instantly, or we just kind of landed not hot and then looted the whole entire game, and it became loot simulator until basically the final ring, where that was it. Nothing else happened, and you won or lost. So it was a lot of in-betweens. I kind of tried to play it both ways to see if I could get a win in either way, and the only way I could get a win was basically the second way, unfortunately. So we did land not hot. We kind of just landed away from everybody. Luckily, we got the ring. We were pretty much center of the ring the whole entire map, the whole entire time on the map, and we didn't really do much. We got into a couple fights, and that was it. But we ended up managing to get a win, which I'm happy about, because that's all I really wanted out of this week, was to get a win. If in nothing else, I just wanted to get the win. That's all I wanted. So I managed to finally get it, and I actually feel fulfilled now. Because most of the time, I don't worry about it, and I don't care. But for this one, for some reason, it was just nagging at me. I was just like, come on. I have to be able to get at least one more win. Come on. Seriously? Just one more. Come on. I can't just have clips to show all week long from what I've been doing. There's got to be at least one win in here, right? Well, luckily, I finally got it. And I did surprisingly well, and I'm happy with it. So I'm going to leave it at that, basically. So please stick around to the end of the video, because it will definitely be in the end here. And honestly, I'm happy about it. I'm ready to move on, though. I'm ready to move on to the next event, and ready to actually get to some lore, because at this point, I'm pretty much just here for the lore. And that looks like it's going to be very slim at best, probably in the next couple seasons, because if you have checked out the lore section of the game, you will notice that, yeah, there's not much there. There's only 4 chapters this season, and they spread them out a lot. So I just decided to wait. So we're going to do all 4 of them next week, and I'm really happy that I'm finally going to get to read through the lore for the season. But I think last season we had 6 to 7 chapters, and this season we had 4, so not looking too good for the lore of the game, which I get it. That's not what the game is about. It's a battle royale. But for me, that's what connects me to the game and keeps me playing it and playing certain characters that I do play, because of the lore of the game. I mean, honestly, if we're being real here, if I was to play this game and not know anything about it and just jump into it and be like, okay, here's all these characters to choose from. Obviously, I'm going to pick a character like Wraith or a character like Loba or something, because one, I'm a female, so I want to play a female character. And that's always been my motto. I want to play the female characters because I like female empowerment. Obviously, I'm a female. I want to play a female character, but I would never pick a character such as Gibraltar, or I would never pick a character such as Caustic or Mirage even. Like, I would never play any characters like that. Not even, like, honestly, if I didn't know anything about Ashe and Ashe was introduced into the game, I probably would never play her. But I know all the lore and I know all the backstory of Ashe, and just knowing that makes me play her and love her so much. Just to know that she came from the Titanfall universe, and she's actually Dr. Summers' conscience is inside of her, like with Revenant, and she's controlling her good and bad. She's trying to break through. The good is trying to break through, but Ash is the bad one, controlling the brain, and it's so cool. I just love it. And her voice actor, you saw her voice actor, so cool. I just like everything about it. And learning about it more just made me love it more. Also, like, Mirage is such a lovable character. And knowing about his backstory and stuff makes me want to play him, even though I wouldn't typically go for a character like that. So, to me, that's what I enjoy about the game the most. But I get why everybody likes everything else about it, and it's all a difference of opinion, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stop blabbering on and get on out of here so you guys can watch this last match here. And I hope you enjoy it, because please watch it if you're at this point. If you're not at this point, I mean, probably at this point nobody's even watching anyway, because from what I've seen on my analytics stuff, people basically watch for the first couple minutes and then they're done with the video. So nobody's probably even watching at this point anyway, but this is it. This is my final match that we finally got the win on. I'm so excited that I was able to do it. So let me know if you like it or not, and just give me your input on the event. But I'm gonna stop blabbing on. I'm gonna get on out of here, let you guys watch the rest of the video. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next week with some lore, finally, because we are ready for some lore and nothing else at this point. But I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Recharging my shields.
Enemy in the distance.
Copy that.
I see an enemy shield. Opening. Enemy at that location.
All further keep me sight.
Enemy down. What a...
Shots fired at me.
Fine.
I am down. Contact with target.
You have a rare opportunity to see a pilot at work.
You are the Apex Champions.